Hi, Annette. Thanks for joining me on the channel today. Let's do the bonus New York Times crossword puzzle. Each month they do a bonus puzzle. You can find that on their games website. So this is the one for July. The title is Holding Out for a Hero. Maybe sandwich-related clues or superhero-related clues. We'll find out. Doug Peterson is the constructor. Christina Iverson is the editor. And I am John Appleseed. I'm your host. And let's figure out what we've got today. One across, frequently. Don't know. One down, creative pursuit. Maybe the arts or crafts. Two down, creditor's claim would be a lien, I think. Three down, cookie with a Batman variety that sadly wasn't sold in the U.S. Well, Oreo is the official cookie of crossword puzzles, so I'm going to guess that. I don't know what a Batman Oreo would be. Four down, how Peter Parker feels when his spider sense is triggered. I don't know. Frequently. I don't know what that is. 14 down, Blank Williams, an alter ego for Ironheart. So maybe we'll have superheroes and their secret identities in here. I don't know Ironheart. Kirk might fit. 17 across, group of young heroes that includes Cyborg, Beast Boy, and Raven. Probably teen something. 20 across, smooches in Sussex. I think that's snogs, a British word for making out, necking. Let's try the arts for creative pursuits. Pretty sure 17 across begins with teamed. I don't know what the rest of it is. A lot. How often do you do it? I do it frequently. I do it a lot. I guess Peter Parker feels tingly. And this is Riri Williams? It's an unusual name. Creative Pursuits. That looks right. Lean, Oreo. Okay. I guess those are right. 18 down. Airport group that would probably confiscate batarangs. Okay. Batman, yeah, might get his batarang confiscated by the TSA trying to go through security. 5 across, Action Comics or Amazing Fantasy, for example. Is that a comics label? Is that what they call that? 5 down, arm muscle in brief could be your tricep. Bicep would be, yeah, I think three letters is probably tricep. 6 down, tiny bit, an iota. 7 down, alpine transport, a sled maybe? Maybe this is a title. Title for Action Comics or Amazing Fantasy. 15 across, Ultron, I think that's a robot. Teen Titans, kind of rings a bell. Iota. T-bar is one of those things that can pull you up a mountain, and that would be an alpine transport. Heroes who prefer to work solo, like Moon Knight and the Punisher. They are loners, I guess. 10 across, member of the Outsiders with light-based powers. Okay, my knowledge of comic books doesn't extend much beyond the Super Friends and things that were on TV when I was a kid. So a lot of these titles I'm not familiar with. Outsiders is not something I know about. 10 down, winged hero played by Isabella Merced in Superman. Don't know that. 11 down, Lincoln Center highlight. Lincoln Center is an opera house, among other things. I might hear an aria there in an opera. 12 down, pond flower. Let's try lily there. A lily pond. 13 down, roulette calculation. You might calculate the odds. Make your bet. Member of the outside. Well, Halo would be a good name for a superhero that had light-based power, so I'm going to guess that. 16 across, extremely dry, arid. 19 across, blank dog. DC Comics vigilante, maybe wild dog, just to guess. Mild dog would not be a good superhero name. 22 across, gives approval for, okays. Hawk. So there was a Hawk Girl in the Super Friends. Hawkman and Hawk Girl. Let's try that. Powerful object worn on Green Lantern's figure. Yeah, he was in the League of Justice, so we get a ring there. 23 across, house cat seat at times is a lap. 24 down, sports organization with a tour. The PGA has a tour, a golf tour. 27 across, job for Black Widow at the KGB. I think she was a spy. And 27 down, ocho minus uno is a Spanish language clue. 8 minus 1 would be 7, and the Spanish word for 7 is siete. 35 across, title for the Shining Knight or the Black Knight. Okay, don't know either of those characters, but if they're knights, they're called Sir, I imagine. 38 across, flips through. riffles, or I don't know. 43 across, spots for some old comic book collections, perhaps. The attic. Attics would fit. 48 across, city that's home to the Daily Planet, that is in Metropolis. Okay, so we do have a lot of old school comics clues, which helps me today. 35 down, word that can follow body or poetry. A body slam, a poetry slam, isn't that where you snap to, instead of applaud at a poetry slam? 38 across, flips through, leafs through, there we go. And 28 down, Chris, who starred in the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy as Chris Pratt. Yes, I saw that one. Some of those. 39 down, hero introduced in the cartoon Spider-Man and his amazing friends who can generate heat and flames. All right, probably fire, something. 36 down, chaperone would be escort. 36 across, work hard for, earn. She works hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. So earn for work hard for. 30 down, many minutes would be hours. Both hours and minutes are abbreviated. Flaming skulled motorcyclist who is possessed by the spirit of vengeance. Oh, I know this from a Nick Cage movie, which I didn't see, but I saw the ads for it. Ghost Rider is the character there. 26 down, give blank, rest. Give it a rest. And 22 down, stampede. The onrush of the people at Christmas time would be a stampede. Member of Alpha Flight, who is the twin sister of North Star. Aurora would be a good superhero name that begins AUR. Let's try that. 32 down, distinguished douse. I think it's with a U. 33 down, Muppet with a Super Grover poster on his wall. Ernie. Yeah, I remember Super Grover from Sesame Street. Cleaning cloths are rags. So 42 across, hurled is, I actually like flung better than slung. I guess, yeah, like David slung the stone at Goliath. He slung the stone. Okay, Ernie, Sis, what Johnny Storm might call Sue Storm. I think they're the Fantastic Four, brother and sister. 50 across, I blank what you did there. I see what you did there. 31 down is NBA great Shaquille, who has a Superman logo tattooed on his arm. Did not know that. I think it's with an A, Shaquille O'Neal. 40 across, realm of Aquaman and Namor. They are sea denizens. 41 down, Seven Ring singer, Grande, to fans. Okay, I guess she's a superhero of her own. She's Ariana Grande. Doorway curve is an arch for 45 across, and 46 down, franchise featuring DNA Labs. The CSI, I guess, the TV franchise. 51 across, summer named for queens, like the Elizabethan era, Victorian era. 52 across, McKellen, who portrayed Magneto, Sir Ian McKellen. Sir Ian. 54 across, blue-furred member of the X-Men, Beast, voiced by Kelsey Grammer. 64 across, trailing the pack. Last, I think it's there. 67 across, rival of Nike and Puma. Asia is a shoe manufacturer. Let's get some crossing letters there. 70 across, winter hibernator, could be a bear. 54 down, spill the tea, to gossip, could be to blab. Architectural overhang is an eave. Where Shang-Chi and Katana were born, Asia, I guess. And Firestar sounds like a superhero. Avia is another shoe manufacturer, so that goes in. 57 across, blank machine. Role for Don Cheadle in the MCU. His character was War Machine, I think. 65 across, high schooler from New Jersey who fights crime as Ms. Marvel. Don't know that. 65 down, Mana. Oh, here's an old bit of crossword lore. Mauna Loa and Mauna Kea are both places in Hawaii. I forget what they mean. It's like Long Mountain and Big Mountain or something like that. So you never know which one it is. An old crossword. Veterans will talk about the Loa Kea crossing, where you have to get the crossing letters to figure out which one it is. 49 down, blank Cobblepot, the penguin. I remember this. I learned this from the Batman video game, the Lego version. Oswald Cobblepot is the penguin's secret identity, I guess. 58 down, in the thick of, amid. And 59 down, review as an Uber driver, rate. Still don't know that. Best of the best is elite. 66 down, was in charge of, led. 53 down, organization for a surgeon, the American Medical Association, probably. 50 down, moved sinuously, snaked through the crowd. 61 down, Eternals director, Chloe. Don't know that. 62 down, super fast son in The Incredibles. Is it like Go-Go or something like that? 63 down, actress Taylor Joy, who played Magic in The New Mutants. Oh, I'm not familiar with that, but I know Anya Taylor-Joy from Queen's Gambit. MX-5 automaker. Mazda, I guess, fits there. 61 down. 69 across, Blank Company, Sergeant Rocks, military unit, maybe Easy Company. And 72 across, Qatar's capital is Doha. So, Dash would be a good name for a super fast superhero. Chloe Zhao kind of rings a bell. And I have a vague idea that Ms. Marvel is an Islamic character, so Khan might be an ending there. Is it Kamala Khan? Mauna Loa Mauna Kea is the other one, so I think K finishes the puzzle. There we go. All right, that was my superhero knowledge on display. A lot of things I just guessed because they sound like good superhero names without really knowing the character. Some I actually did know, either from watching movies, TV shows as a kid, from watching the recent MCU movies, and in some cases from playing the Lego Batman or Lego Superman video games. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.